The Simpsons Hit and Run is one of the best games of all time. There, I said it, no takesy backsies. But maybe it doesn't quite match the love of early Sonic and Mario games, but this was one Simpsons game that got the formula right. With the Simpsons Hit and Run now approaching its 20th year anniversary, let's see what made the Simpsons Hit and Run a cult classic. Dating back to 1991, Simpsons games have always been met with a mixed reception, and since most of the games are borrowed from other successful franchises, it's no surprise to see that the trick has been repeated. Only this time, they got the formula right. Developed by Radical Entertainment, The Simpsons Hit and Run was released on PAL systems on the 31st of October 2003, which was exactly the same time as when Rockstar Games released Grand Theft Auto 3. It's not hard to see where Radical Entertainment have borrowed elements such as collectible coins, smashable objects, entryable cars, and a wanted level. The wanted level is interesting. Violence is often unavoidable, with running into pedestrians, knocking over street lamps, and hitting cars. But as you act like a bad human being, police cars are dispatched and you're slapped with a $50 driving ticket. What is noticeable, however, was the ability to enter buildings like the Simpsons house, Springfield Elementary, Moe's Tavern, the DMV, the Quickie Mart, and even the comic book store. What's more, in later levels, you could enter Mr. Burns' mansion in level 4 and Mr. Burns' office in the power plant in level 7. In the early 2000s, the music scene was huge, but it would be no surprise if Radical Entertainment would try and tap into this. All the songs in the game, as some have rightfully said, feel early 2000s with an emo post-hardcore style. But it's well documented in Simpsons lore that Marge is a huge fan of the musical legend Tom Jones. That's until you enter level 4 and play the mission Catch Up Logic, where the next thing you know you have a Tom Jones parody and it sounds a bit like this.
Oh yeah, take that!
Oh my goodness!
I don't know about you, but that sounded like Tom Jones. I'm not unusual. Now let me know in the comments. Possibly one song that's in everyone's minds for whoever has played this game is at the start of the game you hear one song titled Homer's Day, and it sounds a bit like this. That song for me brings back so much nostalgia, but not as much nostalgia as some of the other songs that feature in some of the other levels. Monkey See, Monkey Die is just a classic, just for feeling silly, with Fox Nerdelli feeling intense, just for driving to a comic book store. There are some other honourable mentions, including Barton Frank, Attention Deficit Disorder, Wolf Stole My Pills, and possibly my favourite, Weapons of Mass Delinquency.
Sweet as a cheese, ain't it?
The Simpsons Hit and Run become a massive hit, with virtually every significant landmark from The Simpsons history being properly rendered in 3D, with countless random pedestrians on the streets and roads, and not like cardboard cutouts. Thanks Simpsons Road Rage. But that's what made the game great, being able to press triangle or Y or whatever your action key was, and being able to hop into a car. It was exactly like Grand Theft Auto and with Simpsons characters. Each character gets a run of a level, of which there are 7 levels in total, with Homer and Bart getting 2 levels each. Levels feature Lisa, Marge, and Apu, with all characters including pedestrians being fully voice actors by the original voice actors from the show.
Homie, somebody ate every dessert in the house.
Starting a mission is as simple as go to the objective, speak to the person, and you're off. Sometimes there's a cutscene, perhaps there's a special requirement, but otherwise you'll drop straight into the action. Each mission is either drive somewhere or collect something, race a person, follow a vehicle, destroy something, or do a whole bunch of different things within a time limit. Oh, and don't get me started on this mission. Or this one. Away from the main missions live bonus missions and races, with cars to be won. There are jokes to hear.
Sorry, Bart. I can't serve booze to a minor. It ain't right.
I'm here to buy fireworks.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cards to collect, with reference to episodes in The Simpsons history, and spy cameras, vending machines, and coin blocks to destroy and collect coins from. If you pause the game, you can even see level progress, meaning that you can, quite easily, track your progress and gain 100% completion. The Simpsons Hit and Run was and still is an amazing game that lives up well today, With great characters, a convincing 3D version of Springfield, and a script written by the writers of the show, there's a lot to love. Sure, it has its flaws like repetitive missions and sometimes dumb AI cars, but on the whole, the game is visually lovely. It's well voiced, and there's some great dialogue with so much more. Whilst it's no Grand Theft Auto, what it is one of the best Simpsons games to ever be produced.